So my name is Asal Souri. I want to give you a little bit background about myself. I got my bachelor degree in civil engineering years ago. Don't ask me when. I don't want to talk about my age. But then one day I decided to get my master degree from BCIT, like you guys, while I was working full-time at BC Building Science. I've been with BC Building Science, I think since 2014. At BC Building Science, we have 3 divisions: consulting, new constructions, building asset management, including pre and post construction engineering services, as well as energy modeling, and also repair and renovating both high-rise and low-rise buildings. Aside from all works, we do fun stuff too. So at the top corner, you can see me doing fall protection training to upgrade my certificates every 2 years. We do voluntary works throughout the year together. You do golf tournaments and dining out sometimes. So let's go back to work. Today, I just want to, well, as Andra said, I work as project manager of building envelope renovation projects, and today I wanted to take you with me through all the key process of developing a renovation project. Then I share with you some of the challenges. Sorry, is that, yeah, no, go back. Let's just go back. Challenges, and then review some project samples before and after together, then answer your questions. Okay, so project implementation. Following a structured process will ensure the success of a project. So let me first talk about the key steps we're going to review together today with conducting the BECA, building envelope condition assessments, and preparing preliminary budget and cost, define the scope of the work, review conceptual design, preparing drawings and specification, apply for permits, confirming construction stage budget, tendering, and executing the job, including administration, field reviews, site meetings, and at the end, once the project is complete, maintenance and renewal program. Okay, so BECA stands for Building Envelope Condition Assessments. Can you see that? I think I have a delay showing you guys. Okay.
And there is a delay, but we can see it.
Okay. So I start with when a client contacts us and report a building envelope issue like a water ingress, and we conduct a BECA, starting with reviewing the history of the building, the extension of the issue, measuring the moisture level inside the assemblies, measuring temperature and humidity level of the interior spaces. Depends if it's we deal with the wood frame buildings, we do test openings from outside, or if we deal with the concrete buildings, we do our test openings from inside. Conducting visual assessment, and next is provide a report including our recommendations, correlating our findings to our recommendations, calculating the cost of repairs and renewal plans, along with initial options. As you can see, just a few samples are showing, illustrating the location of the test openings being marked up, preparing the surveys for as part of our report. And then we have multiple meetings with the client, reviewing scope of the work, discussing repair option. If it's a small target repair, which gives us some minimal update opportunities. If it's a huge major problem, it's going to be comprehensive repairs or renewal with more freedom to integrate major upgrades, including static, durability, energy efficiency, and definitely owner's objective. These are just a few examples showing the finishing work combination of at the top corner here, you see combination of the stucco and targeted area with metal cladding. Here, it's combination of the fiber cement boards, shingles, and planks and brick. And here's again upgrading the wood, the original wood siding with new fiber cement planks and panels. Okay, so next is review various design options for each element and assembly and consider owner's objectives, privacy, maintenance, noise, cost, and selecting finishing color, comparing the cost difference. So it's important that you see, if you can see the first picture here, there are a couple examples of a guardrail design options, comparing them from different aspects. Privacy, which one gives privacy, which one doesn't, which one is easier to be maintained, which is harder. The cost difference, the finishing look of the everything, the guardrails, all the wall penetrations, and of course, comparing the performance from noise perspective, stucco versus metal cladding. I assume you all know by now. I mean, you know that the stucco is way better options than metal cladding from noise, transferring the noise into the interior spaces. Next is providing rendering and design memos, providing product samples. So the owners, they get a better sense of how is going to have, is the finishing look of the buildings with all the informations, finishing color, textures. Next, prepare technical drawings and specification. Clearly, these illustrate project requirements based on owner's approved design. Clear documentation generally allows for better pricing for contractors too, and also less changes during the constructions. Sometimes the project is not limited to building envelope. Like if you have podium waterproofing membrane to be replaced, that triggers landscaping design, upgrade electrical and mechanical systems. So it depends on extension of the work. We might need help ask a landscape architect to provide us landscaping drawings, including all related finishing products. Okay, here I want to show you some overall integration, landscaping, entrance, and electrical systems. What other improvements we might want to consider? Example of overgrown landscaping that's hard to be maintained, that was replaced with nice and new look planting, easy to maintain back of the building. Upgrading the front entrance of the building, removing the sidewalls, provide more natural lightings, replacing all the tiles to give a complete modern new look to the building. Just a few examples. And also, as I mentioned, electrical system, I meant the intercom systems. Sometimes we upgrade the systems a lot. It's the best time to upgrade all those mechanical and or electrical system along with the cladding and renovations. More example of landscaping and exterior structures are side of a property with decayed retaining walls, wood retaining walls and steps turn into clean walkway, nice and island block retaining wall and steps, and a community garden at the end corner that we provide for the residents. Example of aged old wood steps replaced with new cast in place concrete or island block steps. These are just examples that we sometimes include along with the building envelope renovation works. Okay, so next is approval, permit, tendering, and executions. Building permit, obtain city approvals before tendering, project approval, update the budget based on the approved permit and design, gain owner's approval to proceed the project. Then tender and award, multiple bidders, we invite the contractors there who are interested or available to bid for the job. Fixed price model tender usually is the most common approach, setting out the expectations, bonding, insurance. And the next is the project execution, including confirm contracts, initial work, documentation during the work, conducting field reviews, meetings, and have a regular communication with the whole team, contractors and owners, and make sure project is on schedule. Just a few examples of the project startup: setting up the scaffolding and tree protection, which is really important for the city inspectors at the very beginning of the job. Project execution. So here I want to just show you a few examples of the work in progress during the constructions. Once demolition is complete and original framing is exposed, decayed elements needs to be replaced and repaired or mocked up. Example of the balcony framing upgrade for side mounted railings. Another example of the balcony membrane upturn into the door opening and getting prepared for door installation, and installation of the guardrails and waterproofing at the ground level along with the door openings. Just kind of a touch up and work in progress during the constructions. So now I want to just review some of the challenges we had with with recent jobs that we had. One of them is city permit. This was a city of Richmond, actually. Issue was integrity with the neighborhood. That was our building. We want to upgrade with, the owners wanted to have a new look, modern look building, replace the BECA railings with new railings with glass panels. That's the neighbor building that they've gone through renovations a couple of years back. They keep the design with BECA railings. So the city was saying you must stay the same with the same design, and our client was not happy. After going back and forth a couple of times with the city, we came up with the idea of having frosted glass with clear strips to illustrate the pickets. I don't know if you can see in this picture with BECA railings that finally city approved the job. Kind of, I don't know how, but we're happy that finally they approved to proceed the job. Another challenge is when upgrading the design concept and we had to deal with the original construction or drainage changes to control rainwater runoff, required on-site adjustment to integrate all elements together. Here is an example of our projects: all single glaze windows, all picket railings, top-mounted guardrails, and you can see the balconies are pretty close to the window frames. And in here, also the owners requested to have some control runoff to be done so they don't have to deal with the dirty dripping water from upper balconies to their balconies. So we had to deal with the installation of the gutters and then moving inside and outside the down pipes, as we can see in here, to make sure is not blocking the view of the windows right beside the railings, which was quite challenging, but we did it. I hope the pictures are big enough so we can see. Another challenge is upgrading mechanical system and deal with the consequences. So that was an interesting job that along with the building envelope renovations, the owners decided to replace these makeup air units on their roofs with new. So as you can see here in the elevations view, that the building is on a slope ground with the two upper and lower roofs, and the the makeup air units are located on the upper roof, which is at the back of the building. That's the front of the building, which is here. So to just putting these units up in here, we need to have the lifter truck to be close as much as possible to the building to be able to lift them up and put them here. That means we had to do the huge excavation in here, as you can see on the lower left corner of the landscaping, and do excavations, get it as close as possible and put it up here. The cost of replacing this, just the units by itself, I think it was around 25 grand each, which about 50 grand. But just the cost of putting them up on the roof was around 45 grand, I guess, which it was inevitable. But these are some of the challenges that we had to deal with the cost during the constructions. Another good example of the challenges that we had to deal with, again, the city permit, that was actually New Westminster, upgrading other systems such as water main feeds. That was a new requirement of the city added during permit process. So obviously the city was saying, you want to do your reno job, fine. You have to upgrade your water mains, which means we had to, from here, the front of the property to the underground parquet, we had to replace the water mains. That means doing the excavation of replacing the pipes, but that's not the end. The problem was that's the floor plan view of the parquet, showing from outside pipes running inside to get to the mechanical room at the back of the parquet. The problem was the existing mechanical room space was not adequate to accommodate the new systems that was required as part of the upgrade. So we had to design and build in new mechanical rooms actually inside the garage, make sure no one's parquet spots were compromised and the owners get upset. So that simple upgrade, which was part of the permit process, cost the owners about, if I'm not wrong, around $130,000 extra on top of the whole building envelope cost, renovation cost. So these are just a few challenges that they are inevitable that we had, but we have to deal with them either before or after, or sometimes we know the budget limits that we are dealing with sometimes is completely, we don't know until we get the price from the contractors. So for now, I just wanna review some samples projects before and after. Building envelope renovation can be highly architectural, integrating design professionals with significant changes proposed, looking to create value whenever is possible, balancing the cost, aesthetic, durability, technical criteria, and at last determines owners' objectives. That's a nice example of a same project in New Westminster. You can see the decade-old wood siding was replaced with new nice fiber cement planks and panels. Picker railings upgrade to new look side mounted railings with glass panels, new fence, new landscaping, new concrete steps. It's complete new look for the building. Another job is a full renovation project in White Rock, including cladding, windows, doors, slope canopy at the main entrance, except the brick wall to save some dollar for the owners. However, the sealer was applied with the new, repairing the damaged ones that has been replaced. That was the project in White Rock, include all the building envelope assemblies and components, including the exterior steps being replaced. This is a full reno job in North Vancouver. Old look stucco with gable roofs were replaced with new fiber cement planks and panels, all new windows, doors, balcony membrane, privacy walls at the balcony side of the balconies, new roof as well. At the back, this is the back of the building that we upgrade with a new architectural design idea of installing colorful fiber cement panels to give a complete new look. That's a project again in Richmond that you can see is a full modern look from old stucco and shingle siding with completely new look, providing extra overhang for additional protection of the upper windows, and fiber cement shingles and panels. Another job in Vancouver, all decayed balcony parapet walls were replaced with railings with frosted glass panels to maintain privacy for the owners. New balcony membrane, new perforated aluminum soffits kept the stucco as the wall on the walls that as it was in good condition, but it got a new paint to integrate with the rest of the upgrades of the building. That was in Vancouver. And this is another reno job in Richmond. Is not finished yet, thanks to COVID, but it's getting there. That's the one that we had the problems with the glass panel railings and glass panels that the city finally approved the project to proceed. The old stucco and wood siding is being replaced with nice fibers, nice combination of different colors, fiber cement panels and planks, new railings, new enclosures, new balcony membranes, and also new roofs. Okay, I hope the presentation give you a good, clear idea of all aspects of a renovation project from the very beginning to project execution, and maintain criteria to achieve durability, energy efficiency, and owner's objective to enhance asset value throughout the building and entire lifespan. Thank you for your time.